Welcome to another episode of Jordans and Jazz. I'm your host, Juan Williams. And again, for those of you that don't know me or are new to my channel, I'm a musician and I teach music lessons, mainly piano and guitar with a focus on jazz, funk, hip hop, R&B. I also worked at an athletic shoe store, and that is really the start. That's the really main start of my sneaker collection. So if you're a fan of music and a sneakerhead, you're definitely in the right place. Again, don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell for any notifications. Leave a comment. Make sure you like or dislike the video, depending on the topic or, where you fit within the topic. Also, again, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Jordans and Jazz. I have my kicks of the day, album of the week. Also, follow me on Twitter where I leave notifications when I am going live, and some of my thoughts on other topics, especially the current events. So follow me on Twitter at Jordans and Jazz. If you're a musician and you're looking to improve your skills, go ahead and join my Patreon, Jordans and Jazz. That is go and join the Jordans and Jazz Patreon. I have my Jordans and Jazz lesson series there, and you can definitely, I got tips and tricks for your practice time, lessons for you. So go ahead and check that out. And so let's get into the show. So today's show, I don't know if you looked at the thumbnail, and you got a picture of Summer Walker, and is it still read over it, or read over it, right? What am I talking about? So today's show, it's about Summer Walker, her new album, Still Over It, and her recording contract. I found this article from Rolling Stone that got a hold of a recording contract, and I thought it was real interesting on what's going on. But before I get into the show, I wanted to share my kicks of the day, which are the Jordan 3 white and denim. Definitely a fan of the Jordan 3, so that's my kicks of the day. And the album of the week, of course, is Summer Walker's Still Over It. I also wanted to mention that today is the anniversary of Midnight Marauders, so kind of caught that a little bit late. But since I'm talking about Summer Walker's album, I thought that'd be album of the week. But definitely wanted to give a shout out to Midnight Marauders, A Tribe Called Quest. You can't go wrong. I mean, I think this is in my one of my top 5 albums. So go ahead and check out, if you haven't checked out Summer Walker's Still Over It, or if you haven't heard of A Tribe Called Quest. I don't know how you're following me and haven't heard of A Tribe Called Quest, but go ahead and check out Midnight Marauders. So Summer Walker's album, to me, this is just a blues album, okay? And it's just an updated, 2021 version of the blues. Now, if you're not familiar with the blues, you might not understand, why she may have, put her personal issues front and center. But that is just a classic blues theme. Especially the song Fourth Baby Mama. I mean, that's a blues song if I've ever heard one. Okay. And when I saw that title, and I listened to this album, it just reminded me of something from my childhood that I remember. So there was this song. This song came on the radio by this blues singer named Denise LaSalle. And the song was called "Your Husband is Cheating on Us." And that was a very popular blues song. I mean, you got to go and listen to that song, Denise LaSalle, "Your Husband is Cheating on Us." I mean, the title alone, gets you, but but if you go and listen to the song, listen to the lyrics, and my dad, he was always listening to the blues, and I was wondering, so I said, Dad, so I asked my dad, what is the blues? Because whatever it is, I don't want it. I was like, what is it? What is the blues? And in classic fashion of my dad, is he never gives you a straight answer, right? There's never a straight answer sometimes. And so my dad's response was, when you get them, you'll know. Right? So so as I got older, I definitely, I learned what the blues were as I got older. And I now I understand why the blues was created. And so when I'm listening to Summer Walker's album again, I'm just, I just think about, some of the things that are in there. It's, it's a little, some of it's a little comical, but it's serious. It's, I don't know. To me, I think everybody enjoys the blues. Everybody enjoys the blues music. Whether some of it's true or not, but it's just something that we relate to. And what I realized is that the blues really was to help people cope with the trials and tribulations of life. And Summer Walker created this album, I think, for her to deal with her blues. And one of the great things about it is she's able to share that with us as an artist. And that whether I can really relate, I can't relate to her situation personally, but I can understand why she has the blues and why she's singing about it in such a way. And I think that the blues is there to help us cope. It's there to help us get out our frustration and talk about it and understand that, hey, these are human experiences that we're having, and we need the blues. And maybe somebody else needs the blues. It needs to hear the blues, maybe to help them through, their trials. So that's the great thing about art. And those are kind of my thoughts on her album. I just thought it was it's just the 2021 version of the blues to me. Tell me what you think in the comments. What do you think of the album? Put your comments below, because I enjoy the album. And it's got some great production on it. So, but let me know what you think about the album in the comments below. But one thing about the blues is Summer Walker's recording contract, I think, would really give someone the blues. So I came across, like I said, Rolling Stone was able to obtain a copy of Summer Walker's recording, a record contract, and it is definitely an atrocious recording contract. And I don't think Summer Walker is alone in the recording contracts that record companies are giving out to artists these days. And one thing is that I know for sure that she's in a 360 deal with her record company, Love Renaissance. And one thing that was pointed out in the article by Rolling Stone was she was offered a really low advance payment and a really low royalty rate just based on current standards. I mean, who knows what the real royalty rate is? I was trying to look around to see what the royalty rate is for new acts, because when she signed this contract back in 2017, and why she's in a recording or in a 360 deal is her record company Love Renaissance is also getting a percentage of her non-musical earnings, right? So earnings that aren't part of the album, right? Like the music that she's creating. But let's say if she did some acting, or she was on a TV show, she did a movie. How about if she gets endorsements? They're getting a percentage of that. And so not only are they getting a percentage of that, but they're really getting the recording company is getting the lion's share of her just her album earnings. So in 2017, she was given an advance of $110,000 according to Rolling Stone, and a royalty rate of 16%. And again, and she's also giving up a percentage of her non-musical revenue. Now, so this deal is definitely not artist friendly. I tried to, like I said, I tried to do some research, or try to look around to see what kind of what the royalty rate is, and some of the articles that I seen that the royalty rate was roughly between, for artists, was between 12 and 20%. And I could see it being that if they're not in a 360 deal. But if you're getting a piece of my non-musical earnings, right? If you're getting a piece of that, I need my royalty rate to be higher. We're talking about a 50-50 split is what I'm thinking. But maybe that's just maybe a 50-50 split on a 360 deal is only for the well-established artists. So you never know what her contract could be for future albums. But as we go back to not being not a friendly deal. I did do a broadcast, a show about music streaming and the payouts per stream. So remember, she's got a 16% royalty rate. So she's entitled to 16% of the earnings from either album sales or music streaming, mainly music streaming. I mean, how many people are really buying the album? Not many people. Now, what does that 16% mean? Right? So if you look at Spotify's payout, because Spotify is really the largest streaming service for music. So their payout is about 0.003 cents to 0.005 cents per stream. Right? So I mean, you do the math on it. But of that per stream, the payout, the money is split three ways. And one third of it goes to the recording company, or recording company artist share, and then so Summer Walker's only getting 16% of that share. Yeah, there's not much money in streaming, right? I mean, even now, it doesn't seem, so like I said, it doesn't seem like a lot. The good thing about Summer Walker is even though that she does have a low royalty rate, she's projected for this new album. It's projected to have between 225 to 250 million streams. So even though, per stream is not a lot, but because she's projected to have that many streams, that she's projected to make some money off the album with streaming. But is she making what she's worth? I don't think so. Now, one of the main issues that I had with this contract is she's managed by her record label. Now, where are those red flags at? we need those red flags for that. Like I said, if you want to talk about a conflict of interest, if you're an artist and you're being managed by your record label, you're in trouble. You're definitely in trouble, because they're definitely thinking about their business and not your business. So, and I'm pretty sure that's not uncommon. I'm pretty sure that there's artists that are being managed by their record label. But it's surprising. I mean, we've heard the stories, and we've heard countless stories of people not getting the best deal from the record company, or they're put in really bad contracts. And I remember when I read this story, I just thought about. I remember this article with Courtney Love. This must have been back in like 2000, 2001, 2003. Somewhere in the early 2000s. Courtney Love, said years ago about the record industry and the recording contracts that this is modern day sharecropping, right? But we see this not just in the music industry, but we see this throughout other industries where the big corporations take advantage of their employees, and the employees cannot get out from underneath their contracts because they're so one-sided. But when I think about it, I'm like, Courtney Love was talking, artists, even before Courtney Love, there were other art. Prince was talking about his recording contract. And even now, like, other people are talking about their recording contract. Kanye even talked about his recording contract. Meek Mill brought up his recording contract. This is going on. So I understand that maybe you're giving up the fame for a bad deal. You're famous, but you're in a bad deal. So I don't know as an artist where you draw that line. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of artists out there that could not draw the line, that couldn't cross the line to say, you know what, I would rather be famous in a bad deal than not famous and not in a good deal. So I don't know where artists draw that line, and so you have to draw that line for yourself. But one thing I do know is you're gonna get the blues one way or the other. So that's just hope that you're able to we can get some good music out of it. Well, again, that's my show for this evening. Again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jordans and Jazz with Juan Williams. Hit the like button, hit the bell. Also, follow me on Instagram at Jordans and Jazz. Share your kicks of the day with me. Also, again, follow me on Twitter. Make sure, I do make notifications on when I am live. And again, if you're a musician, join the Patreon for my Jordans and Jazz lesson series. Again, I got my tips, tricks, practice, lessons. So go ahead and check that out. Again, I do thank you for coming to, checking out my show. And again, just remember, keep your kicks fresh and your groove tight. Peace.